I'm Giovanni, and welcome back to Salt and Pepper Pickleball, where we serve up that pickle and pasión. If you're new here, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I always appreciate it. Today we are going to be talking about the CRBN TruFoam 2. Carbon's wide body paddle, which they call their square paddle. This guy right here. So we are going to talk about what feels different, who this paddle is really for, and whether this is something you should actually consider putting in your bag. So let's go. So starting off, we're going to talk about the specs. This one came in right at 8 ounces, and I felt it was good out of the gate at the 8 ounces, but I needed to bump it up just a little bit more. I just wanted something with a little tiny bit more plow through, and I modded this up to 8.4 ounces. I ended up putting 4 inches of Pickleball Effects tungsten tape, or sorry, their silicone tape. I always mix that up. Their silicone tape to the bottom edges here, and it felt amazing. Felt really good, especially going through the ball and everything. Had no issues whatsoever. So measuring from the butt cap to where the tape meets throat, 5.5 inches, not a problem. For a nice little tui, I do my little golf grip, fits in there just fine. Or if you want to do your traditional backhand, nice, fits great right in my hand, no issues whatsoever. Then this is going to be a wide body paddle, so this is going to hit at the 16 inches long mark. So it's always shorter than, of course, an elongated or your hybrid. And from side to side, this does not taper, and it's 7.85 inches is what I measured this at. The paddle face on this is going to be a T700 raw carbon fiber. And guys, it does not feel the grittiest, but I mean, listen to that. That right there lets you know this thing is going to have some grit to it. So this is also 14 millimeters thick. The core material in this paddle is actually a proprietary TruFoam blend. So it's basically just a high performance foam. And it's specifically engineered, of course, as almost all full foam paddles are, for durability, consistency, and then control. Now, first impressions. Right off the bat, you guys, if you've never hit a full foam cord paddle before, it feels different. It really does. Not bad different, but just different. The TruFoam 2 has that solid connected feel that foam core paddles are known for. There's no hollow sensation, no vibration-y buzz in the handle. It feels unified. It feels like the entire paddle is just working together from the handle to the tip of the paddle. It feels like it's just one solid piece, and it feels really nice. And what I noticed immediately compared to some other foam builds is that this one feels more controlled, less wild, and more intentional, if that makes sense. It's firm, but it's not harsh. It doesn't hurt my wrist, it doesn't hurt my elbow or my shoulder, and you know how tender that thing is. So I had no issues with arm issues with this paddle. Now let's talk power, guys. This paddle absolutely has pop, especially on drives and counters. If you like to speed up off the bounce or attack high balls, yo, this thing responds well. But here's what I really liked. It's not uncontrollable power. This is more of a linear style of power, meaning the harder you swing, the more you get out of it. It's predictable, and that predictability makes a huge difference in hands battles, you guys. If you're coming from a traditional honeycomb core, you're going to feel the difference in the rebound off of this paddle. Foam just rebounds completely different. It's more solid and more direct. I feel, in my opinion, that it's the reduction of vibration that actually comes through the actual paddle. And then, of course, because the core is something more solid, it's full foam filled. It's not honeycomb that has the air pockets and all that other stuff. And that's what makes it just feel really solid and really nice in your hand, and then gives you that good rebounding sensation. Now the soft game is way better than I expected. Drops feel stable, dinks feel consistent, and resets, especially on pace, feel surprisingly forgiving for a full foam paddle. I'm telling you right now, guys, the 2 is a reset machine. It is a reset machine. It's phenomenal. Now, is it plush like a super soft control paddle? No, but it's not trying to be that, you guys. It's a modern control power leaning slightly towards the aggressive side. If you have decent touch already, this paddle will reward you. So Carbon is known for their spin, and this paddle holds that reputation true. The surface grabs the ball very well. Even though the face doesn't feel super grippy or heavily texturized like some other paddle manufacturers do it still grabs the ball very nicely. I was able to shape my third shot drops with no problem. Roll volleys felt really nice coming off of this paddle, and especially on my swing volley, I had the utmost confidence when I was swinging on those balls and seeing them just drop back into people's feet and hitting nice drips right there in the midcourt. Felt amazing. It felt amazing. But topspin drives too, guys, dip nicely. Slices stay very low. This is one of those paddles where I could actually control my forehand and backhand slice very, very well, especially when I timed it correctly. Again, when I timed it correctly. It's not gimmicky spin, you guys. It's usable spin, which is what I really appreciated. And that's what matters. Now, switching gears over to like the balance and maneuverability of this paddle. This, again, is a solid paddle. Foam cores typically add a bit of density, and you feel that. But the balance is good with this paddle. In hands battles, I didn't feel late at any point. Even though I added the extra weight to this paddle, I had no problems with maneuverability. My hands felt nice and fast. The paddle, yeah, it has a little bit of weight to it, of course, because I added some weight to it. But it still felt maneuverable, especially when the person across from you is trying to hit you dead in your chest. I had no problems getting there to the ball and blocking it, or ones that go to my shoulders and actually opening up to get out, you know, getting myself out of the way and blocking it back, or on the backhand side with blocking it back. I had no issues with this paddle. But then the sweet spot feels generous on this paddle, especially across the entire face, guys. I'm telling you, the entire face feels great. Miss hits off the sides, no problem. No crazy vibrations, no weird, not even weird sounds coming off the paddle. Because you know how like with some paddles, you can hit it, you can hear the difference when you hit it off the corner or off the tip of the paddle, you know, when you're really reaching for a ball because you're out of position or your footwork is just a little slow that day and you're really having to reach for the ball. You normally hear like a thack or a tink, or you hear something different, you know, from the regular when you hit it nice, always in the sweet spot. But with this paddle, I didn't hear anything. It just felt solid. It felt like I actually hit it in the sweet spot the whole time, even though I was hitting it off the sides here, the top, the bottom on occasion. You know, when my hands just weren't fast enough, I was hitting it down here and I had no issues. But this also has enough stability in blocks and counters that you're going to appreciate, because I did. Okay, so real talk, guys. I just checked Carbon's website and this is still $279. They've already come out with the Wave series and they just came out with the Barrage series. And guys, this is still $279. I even checked Pickleball Central and it's $279. Which I feel is a little hefty when you're comparing this to other full foam paddles that are at the $220 and below market. We need some help with that. So, I mean, it's a great paddle, $279. is a lot of money, but at the end of the day, I feel like it's just a little bit overpriced. I would truly like to see this at the 200 mark, and I think it would fit there beautifully. Even though I know 279 people are buying these, and I'm pretty sure that the stores are barely keeping these on the shelves. I totally understand that. But you know that I'm always looking for a good deal, guys. And I'm telling you guys, get the 99-cent membership with Hometown Pickleball, you guys. Listen, I am not sponsored. I am not getting any kind of money from my reviews. I'm paying for almost all of these paddles because I have gotten 2 that were for free. And then, you know, I've had some friends that have helped support the channel, and they've let me, you know, use their paddles for, you know, for like a month. So that way I could really play with it, really get the feel for a lot of these paddles. And then I had, of course, had to give them back because I was essentially breaking it in for them. And so thank you for all of you guys who have helped me with this. But I'm not getting any money for any of these things. And Hometown Pickleball, you guys, I'm a happy customer of theirs. With their 99-cent membership, guys, you get discounts every single month. Every single month you get discount codes on their website specifically. And guys, some of these discounts are really, really good. And for 99 cents, you guys, a one-time fee of 99 cents, I don't understand why people just don't go out there and just get the membership and then just see what happens from there. Because I'm telling you, they carry all kinds of brands. They carry Carbon, Paddletech, Franklin, RPM, Flick. They carry that new R&B. They carry, my goodness, I'm blanking out, but they carry so many different paddles. Honolulu, Pickleball Apes. There you go. That's what I was going for. Pickleball Apes. They still have the Pro XR lines. They do Diadem. They do so many different brands. They have so many different brands there, you guys. Just go check them out. Hometownpickleball.com. If I'm correct, if not, I'll put something down here to correct myself as usual. But yeah, guys, heavy discounts, really nice. And, you know, I really appreciate everything that the owner, John, over there is doing. I really, really enjoy Hometown Pickleball, you guys. It's a wonderful little store. But getting back to the meat and potatoes of this review, not just me fanboying out about some discounts. But this paddle is going to be for players who like to drive the ball, like stability in hands battles, want power but not chaos. And then someone who appreciates solid connected feel, which I really do. I love solid connected feel, and I love it when I get power, but it's not uncontrollable. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really enjoy it, and I respect having a paddle that I can call a partner. But if you're brand new and still developing touch, there might be a softer foam option out there for you. You're just gonna have, but this one still is nice, but for a newer player, I wouldn't recommend this because it's gonna have just a little bit more pop than you're used to, and it's gonna be kind of a really good, a steep learning curve. But if you're a 3-5 player and above who loves to play that modern style of pickleball, which is gonna be speed ups, counters, aggressive transition, this paddle makes a lot of sense for anybody with that type of play style. So in the end, my humble opinion on this paddle is that the CRBN TruFoam 2 feels like more of a refined version of the foam core ideas that are out there. It's not trying to be flashy, it's just trying to be solid, and it is. It gives you confidence to swing, it really does. It gives you stability in all the chaos of you playing out there and playing with a lot of like hard hitters, we'll say. And it doesn't feel unpredictable at all. Is it gonna be for everybody though? No paddle is, you guys. No paddle is for everybody. But if you like that solid core connected response, this one definitely deserves a demo. So at the end of the day, you guys, paddles are personal. What feels amazing to me may feel different to you. So, but what I can say though, with complete confidence, is that Carbon has clearly dialed in their foam technology. And the TruFoam 2 is a step forward in feel and control. Guys, if you've played with this paddle, go drop your rating on my pickle list developed by Mr. Pickle Lee, where I actually post these reviews in written form. Let's help other players make good decisions with their money. That's what this channel is about. Pickle and pasión, you guys, but also helping each other out. And remember, right now, if you are a Georgia local and if you rate 5 paddles or more on the site, you can actually get a $20 discount at Premier Racket Sports out there in Dunwoody while they last. So as always, you guys, stay humble, play hard, and always play pickle with pasión.